Student of Socrates, teacher of Aristotle, and central figure in Western philosophy, Plato documented wisdom over 2,300 years ago that is still relevant to this day. On the nature of the wise and fools, he had this to say. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. He also said, there are three classes of men, lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. On government he had this to say. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. He also said, the price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. On strength of self, he had this to say. Courage is knowing what not to fear. He also said, the first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. On music, he said, music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. On love, he said, at the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. On human nature, he said, the measure of a man is what he does with power. And he also said, we can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. How many men today are still afraid of the light? So much so that they live in fantasy and delusion to avoid facing reality? Plato's words are still relevant today, and we are all wiser for having heard them.